Hello everyone! Welcome to our first Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase. We'll be delivering the latest information about upcoming Nintendo Switch games from our development and publishing partners. More videos in this series will be released this year, so please stay tuned. Okay, let's get into the headlines. Keep stepping to the beat with new content. Use your rhythm skills to overcome the threats terrorizing the land in the Cadence of Hyrule Crypt of the Necrodancer featuring the Legend of Zelda game. Now with 3 additional DLC packs. Pack 1, Character Pack. 5 newly added characters join the ensemble. Impa excels in ranged attacks with the Naginata. Take one hit or miss a beat with Aria, and it's game over. With these characters, you can take your musical journey for a new spin. Pack 2, Melody Pack. 39 songs will be added, including remixed versions of the game's background music. You can change the background music at any time so you can listen to your favorite songs while journeying through Hyrule. Pack 3, Additional Story Content, Symphony of the Mask. Play as the mysterious Skull Kid and venture through a brand new map, complete with new songs and a new story. Plus, he has the power to change abilities based on the masks he dons. What awaits Skull Kid in these strange lands? DLC Pack 1 Character Pack will be available for purchase later today, with the second and third DLC packs to be released before the end of October. A Season Pass containing all 3 paid DLC packs will also launch later today and will include bonus costumes for Link and Zelda. And for those who've never stepped to Hyrule's beat before, you can get the rhythm going when a version of the game containing all the DLC launches October 23rd. Save the day and look stylish while you're at it in Rogue Company. A new rogue is infiltrating the battlefield. Lay waste to your opponents with an arsenal of weapons and abilities in this online multiplayer third-person shooter. Clash with other players in competitive and casual game modes, or rise to the challenge against AI opponents that surely bring the heat. If you fall in battle, your teammates can revive you, letting you immediately jump back into the fray. Cross-platform play and cross-progression are also supported from day one, along with support for motion-controlled aiming. Be on the lookout for lots of content, including maps, skins, rogues, and more. Stay tuned for more information later today about Rogue Company. Brawl without limits in WWE 2K Battlegrounds.
Here we go, here we go!
Come on,
Welcome to WWE action!
3, 2, 1. How I feel now?
That's what I'm talking about!
Cole, come on, seriously?
Motorcycle! Tiger! Jump!
Everybody going down.
Just spun that boy around like pizza dough. Oh, backbreaker!
I want a rematch.
WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Brawl without limits. Get it today.
How is everything? This next one will be our last announcement.
A world that loses its power will fade into nothing. Instead, I can invite you to the world that is to come.
It's been a while since we last met, young. Or should I say, demi-fiend.
Demons. This place is crawling with them.
You have done very well in keeping yourself alive.
The world will fall for its sins, and everyone living will vanish. Will you tell me who you are?
Tokyo died, and I was given life.
何じらる崇める神は死んだ。秩序が崩れ、混沌が世界を覆う。そしてその混沌の中から真の再生が、未知なる未来が生まれる。世界へ汝はいかなる道を選ぶのか。汝の意志に従い汝の道を示すがよい。新女神転生5。2021年全世界同時発売。創世の時来たる。
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase. Thank you for watching. Please look forward to more Partner Showcase presentations coming this year.
A Total War Saga Troy follows the legendary 20-year conflict between the kingdoms of Troy and Mycenaean Greece, known as the Trojan War. Combining Total War's unique blend of grand, turn-based empire management and spectacular real-time battles, Troy explores this epic conflict from both the Achaean and Trojan perspectives, peeling back the layers of myth and legend to reveal the realities that may have inspired them. Glorious Menelaus may have already seen his best fighting days, but the King of Sparta is the perfect choice for the strategists who prefer to utilize diplomacy and political maneuvering to realize their ambitions. The wider his network of allies spreads, the more possibilities he has in his toolbox. The king can pull rank and call to arms any unit within the roster of his allies to an army recruiting anywhere. This kind of recruitment may take longer, but it also gives Menelaus' roster unparalleled depth, flexibility, and variety. That means you can make use of older brother Agamemnon's heavyweight elite units on the battlefield, so long as your empire's economy can bear the burden. By setting war coordination targets with your military and defensive allies, you can act as the puppet master, setting a play in motion like a chess grandmaster. The scale of the fight ahead is huge, but you're not alone in the great war against the Trojans. As Menelaus, if you get line of sight, as well as the necessary funds, you can even form Spartan colonies and raise settlements without having to send an army. It's not just gold you'll be spending in Troy. The resource economy in Troy has been overhauled to include 5 different stockpiled resources. Each of these are found in varying degrees of rarity throughout the campaign map and are essential to building a strong and dynamic empire. If you want to know more, check out the linked playlist. If we take a look at Menelaus' faction summary, we can see the faction effects, which can reflect both Menelaus' long and short-term achievements in his campaign so far. As the champion of Sparta, the lifeblood of your empire are your resources, and that goes for every faction in Troy. That means certain locations will have multiple levels of strategic importance to different factions. The The bronze-hungry armies of Agamemnon will require a number of bronze-forged settlements in order to reach his full potential. The varying rosters and requirements of the different factions reflect an opportunity for enterprising traders and scheming warlords alike. One of the 5 resources, gold, is very rare and is reserved for the most powerful options in game, such as elite units, diplomatic barters, and agent actions, which are reworked from recent Total War titles. Agents are characters which are recruited to carry out specific actions during the campaign movement phase and cannot fight on the battlefield. There are 3 types of agents. We're focusing on priestesses, but we also have spies, as well as envoys at our disposal. Priestesses can ease the fears of the local populace, raise nearby allies' morale, or diminish the fighting spirit of our enemies. Much like their agent counterparts, epic agents carry out specific actions during the campaign movement phase. However, these units have a limited lifespan and can only carry out one powerful action before they need to be re-recruited. For example, the Gorgon terrifies enemy armies and can reduce the garrison of a targeted settlement drastically. We'll definitely be making use of this one later. Menelaus is my epic hero. From the backbone of the Iliad, he is the most powerful single entity unit I have access to. These individuals have unique skill trees inspired by the ancient texts. Heroes, on the other hand, act as army-leading generals and have multiple subclasses, with differing skill trees which push their roles in more nuanced directions. Heroes are people in their own right and have a variety of traits that dictate how to get the most out of them. I've promoted Anhialos here as he's a defender, a heavily armored soldier with a preference for prolonged combat. Not only this, he has the warlike personality, ensuring he is well motivated to defend and expand my lands whilst Menelaus seeks vengeance. Menelaus' campaign map progression is unique. Unlike other Danann factions, his gameplay is more likely to set sail toward the isolated island of Crete. In this playthrough, we have chosen the path of conquering the fortress stronghold of Knossos. Its strategic value cannot be understated. If you can wrestle control of it, you can use it as a menacing forward base from which to rain down armies on the Trojans. Thanks to Menelaus' call-to-arms mechanic, he has the strategic diversity to take on anyone across the Aegean coast. From the Rhodeans with their range superiority, to Sarpedon and his valiant Lycians, this roster is not cheap to muster, but flaunts unmatched diversity. With this freedom of choice, Menelaus allows you to conquer Greece as you see fit. The oceans isolating Crete are vast, which makes whoever rules here greatly benefit from the teachings of Poseidon, the god of the sea. Divine Will is a dynamic take on faction customization and specialization, where players can choose from a pantheon of well-known deities from Greek mythology, in order to provide a wide range of benefits to their campaign. Divine Will is a dynamic take on faction customization and specialization, where players can choose from a pantheon of well-known deities from Greek mythology in order to provide a wide range of benefits to their campaign. Reaching the highest level of any cult allows players to unlock unique epic mythological units and agents that can significantly improve your chances of conquering the Bronze Age Mediterranean. Following the likes of Hera, Zeus, and Aphrodite helps with managing provinces, population, and production. While following the gods of war and strategy, Ares and Athena will naturally yield improvements in battle, ferocity, and command. Apollo and Poseidon complete the circle, with their domains covering more intricate aspects of the game, such as divine will, agents, and research. Poseidon's cult are obsessed with reaping the benefits of the sea. First order, this means efficient travel across it. Further commitment to Poseidon will yield much improved fishing techniques, fueling the hungry war machine Menelaus' ambitions require. I've also opted to devote resources toward the Cult of Athena, which will give access to the Gorgon's one-time ability to devastate armies and garrisons. However, commitment via the Divine Will system is not permanent, so splitting your commitment to each Greek god will gate your access to these units, establishing greater strategic consequences for following each path. Our truth behind the myth approach has allowed us to draw from a multitude of mythology's most renowned aspects and include them in Troy as historically grounded representations of what their true form might have been. This approach has allowed us to expand unit diversity by including unique warriors to the roster, whilst adding an extra layer of tactical versatility to the conflict. Mythical units like the Cyclops could only be obtained at the pinnacle of the Divine Will mechanic to help enforce the mythical rarity of these units. Let's jump into a battle. Battle maps in Troy are designed with gameplay variety in mind. Infantry have 3 weight classes: light, medium, and heavy. And the differences between them are accentuated from previous Total War titles. You won't be able to use Plan A in every battle, so you have to either think ahead or think on your feet. I had to use my quick shielded units to keep the missile units off my main army. Battle may start off as skirmishes, opportunities for each army to flaunt their superior soldiers or strategies, but they'll usually devolve into massive face-offs between the two main forces. As flanking is very important in Troy, I locked horns with the AI, constantly attempting to outflank whilst countering their opportunistic advances. Pure chaos eventually ensues, units falling back and fighting to their death. Some flanks may totally collapse, leaving gaping holes in your best laid plans. Mythical units in battle facilitate deeper and more diverse gameplay. For example, the Cyclops, although equipped with low armor, dominates close quarters combat, and his presence alone can force enemy soldiers to rethink the orders of their commander. Troy is free to keep forever, but only if you claim it on release day. Subscribe so you don't miss out.
I swore to protect this island with my life. Never once betraying my code. Until today.
In 2002, Mafia, the City of Lost Heaven, launched the Mafia franchise, a series of gripping crime dramas that spans multiple decades. Mafia, the Definitive Edition, is a complete remake of that influential game. A faithful recreation of the original, the Mafia remake revisits Lost Heaven at the height of Prohibition. The game's been built from the ground up by Hangar 13, with a team that includes many veterans from the 2002 version, as well as from Mafia 2 and Mafia 3. Our goal was to improve the game in as many areas as possible given advances in technology, game design, and storytelling since the original release, while still remaining true to the Mafia story, characters, and spirit. The entire city has been rebuilt and even redesigned in some areas to provide more vistas and points of interest without losing any of the original game's landmarks. We wanted to bring the city to life with as much detail and atmosphere as possible, so we built the game on our proprietary technology, but added a number of new audio and rendering features, including a brand new lighting engine for the remake. Given that narrative is so important to the franchise as a whole, we used our state-of-the-art motion capture and facial likeness technology to recreate all of the cinematics, and added new scenes and dialogue to further develop many of the game's most beloved characters. With that said, our reimagining of Mafia stays close to the original story, which tells the tale of Tommy Angelo, a cab driver who falls in with the mob by chance before rising to become one of Lost Heaven's most feared gangsters. Taking place over 8 years during Prohibition and its aftermath, this is an epic crime story set against the backdrop of 1930s Lost Heaven, a Midwestern US city riddled with corruption. While the story centers on Tommy, one of the elements of the original Mafia that we all love is its rich cast of characters, so they're all represented here. Tommy's best pals Paulie and Sam, his love interest Sarah, the mob boss Salieri and his consigliere Frank, the mechanic Ralphie, weaponsmith Vinny, and dogged detective Norman all return. Knowing the importance of both gunplay and driving to the Mafia franchise, we redesigned all of the core gameplay throughout the game, while keeping all of the missions, major mission beats, and underlying narrative intact. We've also included an extensive selection of period-authentic vehicles, including motorcycles. And there's a wide range of weapons, again, all based on weapons from the era. As with the original Mafia, the heart of the Definitive Edition is its missions. We've worked very hard to ensure that each mission has its own unique feel and memorable set pieces inspired by the original game. We'll now take a closer look at one of those iconic missions, A Trip to the Country. This mission takes place about halfway through the game. Tommy has already established himself as a valuable member of the Salieri crime family. Unfortunately, the Salieri crew is struggling to make ends meet as a rival mob, run by Don Morello, has cornered most of the city's major rackets. Their fortunes might be about to change, however, with the arrival of a shipment of whiskey from Canadian bootleggers. All Tommy and his partner Paulie need to do is travel to a farm outside of town where they will meet Sam and the trucks carrying the bootleg whiskey. But from the moment they arrive, it's clear that something's gone wrong.
Let's go find them.
That bastard is just 3 sheets, and I'm wrecking a new suit for nothing. I swear I'm gonna kill him. Here, just in case Frank was right. I'm gonna go grab them boys, get them sorted out. You go ahead, see what's what. Catch up with you.
Mafia is a franchise rich in atmosphere and tone. For the Mafia remake, we wanted every mission to exemplify this. A Trip to the Country is our haunted house mission, designed and built to create a sense of foreboding as you search for Sam.
Place is derelict.
As with the original, Mafia is mostly a narrative-driven experience. However, we still offer some opportunities to explore locations like the farm, where you can find clues that help flesh out the game's backstories and subplots, along with a range of period-appropriate collectibles.
Where the hell are you hiding?
Though A Trip to the Country is heavy on narrative and atmosphere, like most missions, it's also punctuated with action.
Hey, buddy. Jesus. Drop your weapon. You first. We don't have time for this. Sorry, pal. Guess we're doing this the hard way. Okay, then. Get over here! I got it pinned down! Get over here now!
Combat is a key part of every Mafia experience, and while not every mission features gunplay, it is a centerpiece of A Trip to the Country. For the gunplay in the Mafia remake, we started with the visceral combat and core shooting mechanics of Mafia 3, but then tailored that experience to fit the Mafia narrative, time period, and characters. For example, because Tommy isn't a trained soldier like Mafia 3's Lincoln Clay, we wanted to create the sense that these are life and death gunfights and that every bullet counts. We'll have settings for players who just want to experience the story, but with our default settings, we wanted players to think about where they take cover, which weapons they use, and when they blind fire versus risking exposure by aiming down sights.
Tom! Paulie, what took you so long? Looking for Sammy? Find him? Not yet. Just him. Canadian crew. Dollars to donuts, the rest of the face down in the dirt, too.
As in the original game, Tommy and his crew learn that Don Morello is trying to edge them out of the whiskey business too, though we've taken great pains to make that conflict and Salieri's role as underdog in the war much more apparent.
Oh, Christ. They're cops, Tommy.
How would I know? They didn't show a badge. They didn't say anything.
It must be in Morello's pocket. This bastard. He can't even let us have this one racket. Forget about it, Tom. We gotta find Sam and get out of here.
Now we'll jump ahead a bit as Tommy and Paulie close in on Sam's location. When combat breaks out here, the player must use a combination of tactics and weapons to defend Sam.
Get cover! Come on, fellas! Push through!
Tom, I'm out! Cover me!
Thank Christ. We gotta get to him.
Sammy. Oh, Jesus, what have they done to you?
I got clipped. Christ, that's a lot of blood.
Can you walk?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Just hang on. We'll get the truck, then we'll take you to the doctor. Hey, we're gonna make it, Sam. Tommy, stay here with him. I'll be back in a flash.
Okay.
Hey, it'll be okay, Sam. We've survived worse.
Sure we have.
Take him down, Tom!
Christ.
Get out!
Come on, Tom. Finish him. Checking out over here.
He's on me!
Help me out, Tom. I'm hurting over here. Jesus, this hurts. Jesus Christ! Ugh. Where's the goddamn truck? Crap, we got cops!
After defending Sam, Paulie and Tommy must still escape the farm, which culminates in a dramatic chase, another hallmark of the Mafia experience.
We got more company.
All right, get in.
Right here, Sam.
There's some ammo and a Thompson back there somewhere.
That thing back there is huge! Where the hell did they find that truck? Take him out, Tom! Let him have it! Good night, asshole! cars on us!
So that's just a short glimpse of one of Mafia's many missions. There are more than 20 missions in all, which take place across the city and range from high-speed chases and races to violent confrontations and stealthy assassinations. We're very excited to get this into the hands of both new Mafia fans and die-hard fans alike. And we're happy that we finally have all 3 games playable together on the same platforms in the Mafia trilogy. But it's the Mafia remake that has really been a labor of love for all of us at Hangar 13, and especially for those members of the team who worked on the original. So on behalf of the entire team at Hangar 13, thank you so much for watching.
Everyone has a certain skill they bring to the table. Some people are like you, charging in head first without a thought. Let me make it up to you. Others cover your ass.
Stop right there! I'll buy you some time.
And some are better at cracking the whip.
I'm Saeko.
Well, this just got complicated.
We're risking our lives for a measly 5,000 yen.
Chill out, man. We're probably not gonna die.
Let's get started, shall we? How about we don't?
Let's go!
To the heroes of tomorrow.
Hey, how's it going?
Pre-order now to receive the Legends costume pack.
PlayStation.
The Mjolnir exosuit is now complete. Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come, I must remind myself, liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction. Armor cannot hope. It all means nothing. you step inside.
Am I dead already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right? Yep, this is death. No! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief. No, you! I can't stand this! Who you are?
Breathe.
No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw condors over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh, please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Okay, big guy.
this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriarchs. But without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
We hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343, and we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of Master Chief's journey. This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last two Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming months, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
World premiere.
Welcome everyone to the Xbox Game Showcase. Today, we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox Game Studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how Xbox Game Studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play, and we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today, from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console. And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport. And Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames per second. The trailer you're about to see was captured completely in-engine.
World premiere.
Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it. It is found in the smallest moments. In every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual. In the bonds we share. And in moments of stillness. It teaches us to look beyond the expected. To be a light in dark places. To seek answers. And to stand watch over our world. Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And Eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature and connects every living thing. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Whoa, I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah. It doesn't matter that they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother. And the only way to move forward is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window.
She loved you.
She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
I can't do this. Stop!
Hey everyone, my name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios. Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We are now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game. We can also boost the immersion in different spaces in our world by using premium audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
From the furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility, and now shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon asteroid. A sordid stopover, full of salacious secrets. and scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking downright unlawful today.
With the right kind of case,
they wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
Can put you on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword. Or this thing. Thrills. Danger. Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain? Trust no one.
What will you find on Gorgon?
This unit cannot bring you any drinks in its current state.
If you're waiting for the biggest game of the year, then wait for Cyberpunk. But if you're ready for the smallest, we've got you covered. From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this one. This summer, strive together to thrive together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG. Check this out.
World premiere.
We have always known war. It forged our empire, turned heroes into queens and kings, and decimated our foes. Now our oaths are lost, forsaken. And you must face the monsters our sins have borne. Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best. and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about interactive storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
World premiere.
Fortune, smile and fade. I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now, cannot wait. But when I look, you're not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long-forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
Here at Ninja Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects, including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced at the Game Awards back in December. An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic warrior, an experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X and PC. I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland. And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel. It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players, and we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
Do I say hi to Peter? He's on the line
What?
here.
Peter, he's been sitting there the whole time? Hey, who wrote the song? Peter. Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song.
Very much.
It's going to be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor. I hope you don't mind pop-ins. Where are we?
Shh. It's a quiet place.
Lost alone, neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's blown. At the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started to this rhyme, and I can smell the universe, and I can taste the sky, and I can see each molecule through my cosmic eye. Senses are the magic keys. They fill the holes I've had, unlocking all my memories, which I never
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios, and there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions starting this September. For Game Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud. Later this year, Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X, 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an all-new look at Bungie's Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer. It's time to step beyond the light.
Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover. All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
World premiere. World premiere.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest. I'll know more when they make it back. If they make it back.
World premiere.
When you were born, something changed. My heart could not contain the miracle of this world and all that it creates. With every passing day, the winds might grow stronger and carry us away, but we will hold on to joy to light the way, to keep the reminder that love does not escape. I'm yours forever. There is no end in sight for us. Nothing could measure the kind of strength inside.
premiere.
Approaching orbit. Scan's a no-go. Sure you want to drop here?
Oh yeah. Already lacing up my boots back here.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
Whoa. Hold on, let me check.
Find anything good?
Bex, you're not gonna believe this. Ouch! What the?
It all starts with a dead girl. A forest. The moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot. Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse, I can live them.
Hello? Anyone there?
What is this place?
World premiere.
Luis Torres. I've seen your future. Global risk is scared of the weapon you will become.
Destiny chose me to save this world. And I will see it done.
Blacklist, we make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
Seconds.
We got company.
Soon, the entire world will burn, all because of him.
The ghost is here!
Today, you saw 10 world premieres and 22 console launch exclusives. Game Pass members can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
World premiere.
The world is filled with stories of legendary heroes and treacherous villains, of fantastical creatures and wondrous places where nature and magic live in perfect harmony. Not all stories have happy endings. But yours has yet to be written.